Welcome to Tournament Encore. I'm Andy Katz along with Dana O'Neill here at the Georgia Dome. Well, the final is set. It's going to be Louisville against Michigan. But let's recap the two national semifinals. Dana, let's start with Louisville's victory over Wichita State. I thought Wichita State played a phenomenal game. They just couldn't close it out. What do you think the key was?
Yeah, I think the key was for about 20 minutes, Wichita State did not commit a turnover. They played about as perfectly as you can against Louisville with all that pressure. And then all of a sudden, the wheels came off just enough to allow Louisville to kind of get a little bit of momentum, and that's all it took. They didn't need a big window, and once they got a crack, they just drove right through it.
Louisville's bench was certainly a major factor. Luke Hancock's really more like a sixth starter, but I thought Montrezl Harrell played great. Obviously there was a little bit of a secret weapon there, a walk-on replacing Kevin Ware. What did you think of his performance?
No, it's terrific. He hits back-to-back three-pointers. I believe, other than a garbage time three that he hit against Duke, it was like his first point since January. And I thought it was great after the game that Rick Pitino said he wasn't shocked that he took them. He was shocked that he made them. He was shocked that he took them because it was such courage. But that really got things going for Louisville, and he's going to have to do that without Kevin Ware. He's going to play minutes, and he's not just playing minutes to hang out. He's got to score points.
And his name is Tim Henderson, so people need to remember that. For Wichita State, before we wrap it on them, I thought they actually played better in the semifinal than George Mason or VCU. I think they earned it and earned even more respect as a team outside of Power 6. What do you think?
I agree because, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They did not let Louisville inside in the paint. They really pushed them. I don't think anyone came here thinking, they got here kind of lucky. They belonged here, and I would not have been surprised, honestly, to see them in the national championship. Not the way they played in this Final Four.
All right, let's go to the nightcap. Michigan beats Syracuse. They handled the zone, but it wasn't because of Trey Burke. It was more because of Mitch McGary. What do you think of the way they did that?
Yeah, Mitch McGary has been terrific in this whole NCAA tournament. I think he's been the secret weapon, not so secret anymore, for Michigan. And they just exploited the boards. They exploited his size, and that was what they needed to do. Trey Burke 1 for 8. And Michigan wins. I think the Wolverines will take that any day of the week.
And Syracuse, though, without Brandon Trish, without Michael Carter-Williams playing well at all, but both players foul out, and they're still right there to potentially win the game. I still thought Syracuse, even though they didn't play well, still had a legitimate shot because of the way they've played this season, where they sort of chip away and they're just so hard to put away.
Yeah, they've never been a terrific offensive team this whole season. They've sort of been here and there in a roller coaster, so they're never going to kind of overwhelm you offensively, but they are just that. They hang around, they make it tough, they got enough guys who can make shots, but losing Carter Williams and Trish in the end game, that's just pivotal. You can't do what you want to do with the ball without them in the game.
But the best thing is we got two very competitive games down in the last couple of possessions, certainly entertaining for us to watch and everyone at home. So for Dana O'Neill, I'm Andy Katz here at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta.